Our next guest makes it his mission in life to bring music to the elderly across West Michigan.
Bob Rowe was born in Battle Creek and started his career singing in local clubs and coffee houses across the Midwest. But in the late 80s, he formed Renaissance Enterprises.
He's here with us today to share his great story and to perform for us. But I have to ask you, you've been honored with some pretty internationally known people in your career. We've seen you in the magazines. What is it all about for you?
Well, you know, when I was starting out and playing piano bars all the way around the country, I couldn't get arrested. Nobody wanted to write about me. And all of a sudden, I'm terrorizing elderly people in nursing homes, and we're in Time Magazine and USA Today. And then I was telling your producer earlier, you know, all of the friends of mine in Hollywood said, well, you're not really famous yet because you haven't been in the tabloids. So guess who called the other year?
Oh, yeah, who was that?
Well, National Enquirer, the Examiner, and the Globe. And I went to Walmart in one town in Indiana and bought a bunch, and then in Chicago and bought some more, and everywhere I went I bought up all their national
Well, at
Enquirers.
least it was for a positive thing. You know, you really embraced bringing music to the elderly. Why is it that this interests you so much?
Well, reporters ask me that all the time, partly because my maternal grandmother lived with us for 18 years, and I learned the value of the elderly and the rich gifts that they have to share all of us. And all of the years that I traveled as a nightclub performer, I'd go in the afternoon into the local nursing home and do a volunteer show, and there was an immediate chemistry there for me with that, and I thought, I've got to develop this into something a little bit broader based than just a once-in-a-while thing because of the need. And so we approached the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation in 1987, and they said, oh, if you're willing to do a board of directors and get some of your friends together, we'll give you some seed money, and as they say, the rest is history.
Isn't that amazing? You know, you think about that. I spent quite a bit of time in an assisted living center. My mother-in-law, who had lived with us for almost 9 years,
that's wonderful,
has recently made that transition. And you see, especially when you're there on a regular basis, just how in some cases people may feel forgotten.
They do, and we have to remember that we're all really human beings with the same needs and the same wants. All of us need to be loved, and all of us need to be wanted, and that is the greatest sorrow for so many people. It doesn't matter whether you're 20 or whether you're 90. You know, to feel totally unwanted and have no one to visit you or no one to call you up and say, hey, what's going on in your life, or no one to really care about your circumstances has got to be the worst thing to suffer. And Mother Teresa used to say that the poverty in America is really a lack of love and a lack of being wanted. And that's really true. And so what we try to do is try to bring in some love and some care for these people through the arts. You know, we haven't met anybody that doesn't like some form of music or some kind of art, you know, whether it's jazz or folk or gospel or country.
Yeah, well, your fan base has really spanned generations from young to old. You have
Isn't that something?
20 albums now?
Yep, number 20 just came out, Legacy, which is now available on iTunes, kids.
Yeah, what happened over Christmas? Because you had a really big coup.
I did. My version of Leonard Cohen's song, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, actually hit the charts, the pop charts for college and internet and satellite radio, and it's still up there.
Wow. Cool.
And we're doing pretty well. We're getting invitations to go and appear in a lot of different places that I ever dreamed of at this point in my career.
We are able to have a lot of musicians on EightWest, and I have to just say...
You have a great show, by the way, and I want to come over for some of those chicken tacos.
Oh, perfect. All right, you know what? I would love to have you because there's plenty for an army. You have to bring your guitar, though. I just want to know words of wisdom for having the longevity, the career that you've had through so many, not to give away your age or anything, but so many decades, really.
Probably just continuing to believe in yourself and to be persistent and never fall into any kind of a rut. You know, don't allow yourself to say, okay, I can't grow in this area, or I can't do this now, or I can't do that because I've done it a different way all these years. You know, always remain flexible and always stay open to everything that you can, and be personable and continue to love what you do, and really the doors will continue to stay open, I think.
Wonderful advice.
You know, attitude is the whole secret, everybody. Attitude is what really matters.
It really is.
Yeah.
So what will you be performing today? Tell us.
Well, as I was just saying, there's so many people that feel alone and rejected, and we're getting on to Valentine's Day here pretty soon. And there's a song that I wrote a number of years ago called You're Someone Special, and I want to dedicate this to the people in our society that feel that no one loves them or that they're not special to anyone. You know, whether you're elderly or whether you're disabled or whether you're disenfranchised from society for some reason or other, that you are loved and you are special.
Wow, great. We can hardly wait to hear it. Take it away, please.
Thank you.
someone special, and I wanted you to know I'll be thinking of you wherever you go. And if you need somebody when all your dreams fall through, I want you to remember that I love you. And I'll give you the best of me. And I'll give you my love for free. And no holds barred, and nothing held back. God made you. There's nothing you lack. You're somebody special, and I wanted you to know that I'll be thinking of you wherever you go. And if you need somebody when all your dreams fall through, I want you to remember that I love you. And I've seen bad, I've seen good, and nothing turns out like we wished it would. But we've got to stay together, and we've got to defend the human family again. That's why you're someone special, and I wanted you to know that I'll be thinking of you wherever I go. And if you need somebody when all your dreams fall through, I want you to remember that I love you.
Wow. Beautiful.
Nice job, Bob.
Beautiful job.
Happy Valentine's. And I'll give you my love for free, and no